Welcome student. Temperature dependence of resistivity. See, already we have seen resistance is equal to mn e square tau L by A, where m is equal to mass of the free electron, L is equal to length of the conductor, A is equal to area of cross section of the conductor, and E is equal to charge of the conductor, tau is equal to mean collision time. So mean collision time means when at room temperature, at any reference temperature, we call it as R naught. At R naught, suppose if the temperature of the conductor is increased, what will happen when the temperature of the conductor is increased? First of all, when temperature increases, temperature of the conductor increases, what will happen? The molecule inside the conductor starts vibrating. See, the molecules inside the conductor, starts vibrating. As temperature is increasing, the molecule will start increasing, and the thermal agitation, because it is acquiring thermal energy, the thermal agitation also increases. When thermal agitation increases, this is the collision time between at temperature T1. This is the time taken between two collision. When we call, suppose for the same thing, suppose T2, where T2 is greater than T1, then this time between two collision, the time between two collision will decrease. Why? Because the electrons, free electrons, the drifting electrons, because of the thermal energy, its thermal velocity will increase, and the collision between these two will take in a shorter time. It means tau decreases. When temperature increases, it means the mean average time for all the electron decreases. So when it is decreasing, so we can see how we can write. We can write in the condition when temperature is increasing, molecule vibration also increase, and also the electron, that ion, what is ion? See, one atom, when it is releasing one free electron, it became positive ion. It also vibrate with more amplitude. It means this is also moving with the thermal agitation due to thermal energy, and this is also vibrate. The collision between the free electron, drifting electron, and the metal ion will be frequent, and there will be lot of metal ion and free electrons. One free electron is liberated, it means one metal ion is created. So it means when molecule also vibrate, when molecule vibrate, then it means thermal agitation takes place. When thermal agitation takes place, what happens? When thermal agitation takes place, tau, the average mean time, decreases, because of higher velocity, because velocity is equal to distance by time, or time is equal to distance by velocity. When velocity decreases, when velocity increases, this will automatically decreases. That means tau will decrease. So tau will decrease. Tau is decreasing means what? See, as it is, we have seen this resistance. Tau decreases means resistance will increase. Same way, this is resistivity. This is resistivity. This is constant. This is constant. Resistivity is inversely proportional to tau. So as temperature increases, the thermal speed of electron increases, and amplitude of metal ion increases. It means what? That rate of collision, that drifting electron, metal ion, rate of collision also increases more frequently. When it is more frequently occurs, tau decreases, tau decreases, resistivity inversely proportional, this decreases, this increases, and also resistance. For resistance also, this is 1 by tau. So resistance, and it means temperature increases. Very simple, the resistance increase and the resistivity is increases. And now the new temperature, as the temperature is increased from one reference temperature. Temperature is increased from a reference temperature. We call T naught is equal to initial temperature or a reference temperature. And T is equal to temperature, rise in temperature increase. So delta T, it means change in temperature. That is, change in temperature means higher temperature minus lower temperature, that is a reference temperature. So the resistance, since resistance and resistivity both are increasing, as temperature is increasing, both will increase. It means we can write the resistance at any temperature is given by R at temperature T is equal to R at reference temperature into 1 plus alpha into delta T, where delta T is rise in temperature, alpha is equal to temperature coefficient of resistance or resistivity, we can call anyway. It means, since the temperature, here we see when temperature increases, tau decreases, it means resistivity as well as the resistance both are increasing. Therefore we can write that resistance is given by the resistivity also given. Since resistance also increases, resistivity also increases, so we can write is equal to resistivity at temperature T is equal to resistivity at reference temperature at 0 or at, see, generally reference temperature is either 0 degree or 20 degree. It's not hard and fast rule, it should be 0 and 20, but generally it is 0 degree. That is, T naught will be 0 degree and T may be any temperature. When the temperature is rising, then the resistance also rising and resistivity also rising. The rise in resistance is given by this formula and the resistivity is given by the formula. Same, only thing, replace R by resistivity, 1 plus alpha into rise in temperature. So this is the expansion. So this is for a small range in temperature. See, T minus T dash is equal to delta T. It means it should be small range. This is applicable, this formula is applicable for a small range of temperature. It is not applicable here from 0 degree, 1000 degree, though it is not, it is applicable 0 degree, it rises to 20 degree, it is 40 degree. So for small variation of temperature, small change in temperature, this is change in temperature, this is applicable for collision. In nutshell, we can say increase in temperature, rate of collision increases, it means the mean time, collision time decreases and resistance and density, resistivity increases. When both are increases, the new resistance is given by this formula. So in conductor, for small change in temperature, that is, we can write it as delta T. So note this point, this is a small change in temperature. For small change in temperature, delta R. What is delta R? Change in resistance, because whenever at 0 degree temperature, that is reference temperature, the resistance of the conductor is R naught. For the same conductor, when temperature is rise to T degree centigrade, its resistance is R, and change in resistance is R minus R naught, which we write it as delta R. Same way, change in temperature T minus dt, that is delta T is equal to T minus T naught. Okay, for the change in temperature is directly proportional to R naught, and change in resistance is directly proportional to change in temperature, or we can write change in temperature is proportional to R naught into delta T. Now we have to remove this delta T. So delta R is equal to some constant into R naught into delta T. This is different, this is proportional alpha, where alpha is equal to temperature coefficient of resistance. That is, what all the things happening on increasing the temperature, it says temperature coefficient of resistance. So we can write alpha. What is alpha? Alpha is equal to temperature coefficient resistance is equal to R naught delta R by R naught into 1 by delta T. This is change in resistance, this is change in temperature. So we can define alpha. What is alpha? Alpha is delta R by R naught. What is delta R by R naught? This is equal to fractional change in resistance. Fractional change in resistance. We can call it fractional change in resistance, this portion. So we can define for a small range of temperature, resistance vary linearly with the temperature. Okay. Now we can define what is alpha. Alpha is equal to fractional change in fractional change in resistance. Fractional change in resistance, fractional change in resistance. This is fractional change in resistance per, this is divided by, fractional change in resistance divided by per unit rise in temperature. So alpha is equal to delta R by R naught into 1 by delta T. It means what? 1 by, this is fractional. Now delta T also we know. So what is its unit? See, its unit is in ohm. Change in resistance, that is change in resistance R minus R naught, it will come in ohm, and this is also in ohm into 1 by temperature. It may be centigrade, degree centigrade or Kelvin. So why we can write degree centigrade? So alpha, the unit of alpha, this and this cancels, is degree centigrade or Kelvin. Inverse, because the C will go or K will go. Why? We can give either can give in centigrade or we can give in Kelvin. Why? Because if suppose T naught is equal to 0 degree, T naught and T is equal to 20 degree. What is delta T is equal to T, higher temperature minus T naught is equal to 20 minus 0. It is given centigrade. So it's equal to 20 degrees centigrade. Suppose if you write in Kelvin, so this will be T, 20 plus 273, because if you write centigrade in Kelvin, we have to add 273 minus 0 plus 273 is equal to 20 degrees centigrade. So it does not, so whether we use the unit, whether we use inverse of centigrade or inverse of Kelvin, it does not make any difference for the, as far as the unit is concerned. Since we have defined temperature resistance of coefficient is equal to delta R by R naught, delta R by R naught, okay, and into 1 by delta T, that is fractional change in resistance per unit fractional. This we can write delta R by R naught by delta T. This is fractional change in resistance per unit rise in temperature. In unit is degree centigrade by R Kelvin minus 1. This we have seen already. Now from here we can write this, if we write alpha into delta T is equal to delta R by R naught, or we can write delta R is equal to R naught into alpha into delta T. Okay, delta R, what is the change in resistance? That is final resistance minus initial resistance. R is the resistance at rise to temperature, R naught is the temperature at reference temperature, usually 0 degree or 20 degree. R minus R naught is equal to R naught alpha into delta T, or R, the change rise to temperature at T degree centigrade is equal to R naught plus R naught into alpha and delta T, R is equal to R naught into 1 plus alpha delta T. Where delta T is the change in temperature and alpha is the temperature resistance of coefficient. R naught is the resistance of the conductor at 0 degree centigrade or at a reference degree difference temperature, and this is the rise in temperature because of rise in or change in temperature. Similarly, since R and density are proportional, R and density, see R already we have seen R, and if temperature increases it means tau decreases, means R increases. Same way resistivity also increases, so it means resistivity and resistance are directly proportional to the temperature. It means for the rise in temperature, resistivity also we can write. Resistivity is equal to O naught into 1 plus alpha delta T, same for as resistance. Same as resistance, because both are, because this is rising, this will also rise, so we can get to formula R is equal to R naught into 1 plus alpha delta T, where rho is equal to resistivity at T degree centigrade or Kelvin, and this is equal to resistivity at reference temperature 0 degree centigrade usually, and alpha as it is we know the temperature coefficient of resistance or resistivity, and its unit is degree centigrade minus 1 or Kelvin minus 1.